Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday the 11th of August 2022. It's 6:56 in the morning. We're on the Wirral Way and this is training session 7. Now, you might remember from my last video, I was meant to do this on Monday. In short, I overslept. And obviously when I do these training sessions, I have a very strict schedule. I have to have finished my breakfast by 5:25, so I can then get to West Kirby and then set off by sort of absolute latest 7 o'clock. So, and I only woke up. My alarm went off at 5. I remember turning it off, and the next thing it was like 5:45. I was like, well, that's totally just ruined that plan. But to be honest, I did have some sort of studying stuff that I needed to do, like tasks I needed to complete, because I've got a deadline coming up, which is already an extended deadline. So I figured as I'd overslept, I'd prioritise that. But of course, I had been debating dropping down to 2 sessions a week from this week in preparation for going back to work next week. So that's exactly what we're doing. So we're training today. We're increasing to 18 miles. I looked on Google Maps. No, I didn't. I looked on Bing Maps to see where we needed to go to today. There is no specific landmark, but what I have done is worked out where a further 1.5 miles is from where we were, because that's how much further we need to go since we did 15 miles last week. So I need to go through Neston along the Wirral Way, past the Stanleyfields Park, past which is where the skate park is, and then I need to go across the road at the top of there, and then I need to go just a teensy bit further down, and at some point there will be a road called Lees Lane that crosses over or under the Wirral Way, and that's our turn back point. That's the 9-mile mark, and then obviously we'll then come all the way back, and that's our full 18 miles. So that's where we are at the moment. My next training session after today will be Saturday, because I was meant to be going down to Luton to watch P&E away at Luton, but I cancelled that trip because I just got too much in my schedule, and obviously training has to take a priority. So, and to be honest, I couldn't really afford to go. So, yeah. So 2 training sessions this week, and then next week it'll be 2. So we've actually only got 5 more training walks to do, because once I hit the 26-mile mark, that's it for the walking. So we've got 2 lots of 18 this week, 2 lots of 22 next week, and then 1 26-miler to prove to myself that I can cover the distance. And then we move on to we move training grounds and we start running. Okay, so let's see how long this takes us then. Okay, through Thurston in 43 minutes at the 3-mile mark. I just wanted to show you this. It's a beautiful morning. A little bit hazy, just over the estuary, but it's going to be a scorching day. Okay, so we just passed through Heswall, which is the 5-mile mark, in 1 hour and 19 minutes. So we just passed through at 8:09, so 4 minutes slower than our last training session last Thursday. But yeah, we're still making good progress. So at the moment, I'd say we're on schedule. If our average pace is about 4 miles an hour, well, I might be a teensy bit slower today. If the average pace is about that, then we should be due to reach our turn back point at Lees Lane at approximately 9:10. So, and that will have then taken us about 2 hours and 20 minutes. So, yeah, we just keep going. Okay, there's the gate. We just made it into Parkgate. So across the road. So we've done it in, it's 8:40, so we've done it in 1 hour and 50 minutes, which is quite good. Just need to multitask here. Just need to take a picture of this, you see, for my Instagram. Okay, there we go, I'll update that in a second. So, yeah, so we're in Parkgate, and In terms of walking, we're now in uncharted territory. Obviously I did cover this on the bike last week, but today we're carrying on. So this is the 7.5 mile mark, so we've got about another 1.5 miles to go until we reach our halfway point. Okay, we're at our halfway point. This bridge, above this bridge is Lees Lane. So this is the Lees Lane Bridge, this is our turn back point. So I did have a quick look on Strava just to see how close my measurements were. Only today the Strava's decided to be a bitch and measuring kilometres instead of miles. I'm hoping I can change it back, or there's a way I can change it. But yes, that's a little bit annoying. But it said we'd done like 14 odd kilometres. So all I did for that last section, I just got my phone out and just got Google Maps just to check where it was, the road. So yeah, that's our halfway point. Physically wise, I'm feeling okay. I'm a little bit tired, but number one, that'll be the heat because it's very, very hot. I mean, in the shade, my phone said 19 degrees, but no, it's a lot hotter than that. It's nice and cool in the shade, but my God, in that sun, it might only be just past 9 o'clock because it's 9:08 now. It might only be 9:08, but it's really, really hot. And this is why I train early, because on days like today, it just becomes too hot. So we're heading back now. So we did the outbound in 2 hours and 16 minutes, I think. So that's not too bad on time. So now, if we can do the same sort of pace on the way back, we're probably looking at getting back to West Kirby at approximately 25 past 11, which won't be bad going. So yeah, heading back now, and we'll see how we get on. Okay, we've just passed back through Parkgate and my pace has slowed considerably because I passed back through 50, it took us 51 minutes to get to Williston and back. So, I'm assuming that's where Lees Lane is anyway. But yeah, it took us 51 minutes, and if we were still on the 4 miles an hour pace, it should have only taken us 45 minutes. So, we have slowed down a little bit. But, honestly, I do know why that is, because there is, of course, the golden rule with any sort of training, that the number one way to recover and make sure you've got enough energy is sleep. And this week, so far, I have not had enough of it, nowhere near enough. So I should be getting a minimum of 7 hours sleep a night. My average for the last few days has been 5.5. So honestly, I was coming into this training session very tired. I'm not making excuses, I know why I'm feeling slightly more tired than I should be and why my pace is a little bit lagging. So time's currently 9:34, so we should be back in Heswall for about 10 past 10, I reckon, and then we should be back in West Kirby for, well, if we stay at the slightly slower pace, about 11:30. So yeah, we're doing okay. And the thing is, we're still working on endurance. I mean, this is just about getting the miles in the tank, so it's all good. Okay, 13 miles in, passing back through Heswall, and the temperature's just skyrocketed. The phrase dig deep has never meant so much as it does right now, because the temperature is ridiculous. So this last 5 miles is going to be really, really tough. But, you know, we keep going, we keep marching on. It's not so bad in the shade, but in the sun it must be getting on 28 degrees. But pace-wise, we must be doing okay pace-wise, because we've actually got through that 8 mile section from Heswall to Williston and back in just under 2 hours. So, because it's, to get to the 9 mile point, we did another 4 miles there and another 4 miles back. Now, at an average pace of 4 miles an hour, that would take 2 hours, and I actually just did it in 1 hour and 56 minutes. So, pace-wise, maybe I've not slowed down as much as I think I have. But we keep going, we keep marching on. God, it's hot. Right, okay, so just passed through Thurston, made it back through Thurston by 10:42, so that means we are definitely on schedule to get back to West Kirby for 11:30. The heat is as unbearable as ever, but you know, it's just, It's just one foot in front of the other, just step, 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 just repetition, and just keep going. Because that's all we can do at this point, is just keep going. So now we've passed the 15-mile mark, we are into quote-unquote uncharted territory when it comes to distance. So, last 3 miles, and let's see what time we get back. Okay, so we're back, made it back here for 11:30, it's now 12:04, so I've just had a bit of a stretch out, had a drink, and yeah, that was tough, that was really tough. That heat was just something else. It was, that last 5 miles in particular was really difficult, but we got through it, quite pleased actually. 18 miles in the tank, that's only 8 short of the full marathon distance, so you know, it's comfortable. And I tell you what, my guesstimation of distance was pretty much spot on. Because obviously with any map measuring online, it's never completely accurate. But I managed to bring it into there 18.33 miles, which I thought was quite good. So yeah, I did that in 4 hours and 33 minutes. So pretty happy with that. So, and considering I haven't trained for a week, it's not bad going, it's not bad going. So that's going to bring training session 7 to a close. Just got 4 more training walks and then we can really start running properly. Next one will be on Saturday, that's in 2 days' time. We'll be doing the 18-miler again. So yeah, if you'd like to support me on my journey to the London Marathon, Running for Dementia UK, you can donate to my Just Giving page, which is in the description below, directly linked to Dementia UK, they set it up for me. And if you'd like to follow me on socials and follow the journey that way, you can do so on Twitter and Instagram, using the handle @thisisneats. And all that's left to say is thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.